If your child has eczema, you're probably doing everything you can to avoid flare-ups. You cut out sugar, you've tried gluten-free, maybe even done the dairy-free thing. But what if I told you some of the biggest eczema triggers aren't the obvious ones? They're hiding in foods you've probably been told are healthy. In this video, I'll show you the top 3 to avoid if your child has eczema, and why even clean, well-intentioned meals can still keep your child's skin inflamed. Because these foods don't just cause reactions, they contain plant chemicals and natural toxins that can irritate your child's gut, trigger inflammation, and block nutrients from being absorbed. And when your child's body is already inflamed, already working to grow and develop, those healthy foods can just add fuel to the fire. And by the end of this video, you'll know which foods to pull back on and how that one shift might be the missing piece in your child's healing. Let's start with food number 1. Tomatoes. They're often seen as healthy, full of vitamins, low in calories, and a staple in many family meals. But for a child with eczema, tomatoes can quietly stir up a lot of trouble. Tomatoes belong to a group of plants called nightshades. They contain natural chemicals like salicylates, histamines, and lectins, which can irritate the gut, activate the immune system, and trigger inflammation. Even in small amounts, tomatoes can cause burning, itching, or red skin in sensitive kids, especially if their gut lining is already compromised. And here's the tricky part. Tomatoes are sneaky. They show up in sauces, soups, snacks, even baby foods. If your child's eczema flares after pizza, pasta sauce, ketchup, or tomato-based dishes, this might be a food worth pulling back on. Removing tomatoes, even for a few weeks, can help reduce that constant underlying irritation, giving your child's body more space to heal. Next up is the leafy greens you've been told are superfoods, like spinach, beet greens, Swiss chard, kale, all common in green smoothies, salads, and the eat the rainbow advice. But here's the problem. These greens are extremely high in plant compounds called oxalates. These oxalates bind to minerals like calcium and magnesium, the same minerals your child's skin needs to stay strong and calm. So when oxalates are too high, those minerals can't be absorbed, and that weakens the skin barrier. Even worse, oxalates can irritate the gut lining, making the body even more reactive. While a salad might look like a picture of health for a child with eczema, those dark leafy greens can silently ramp up inflammation. Reducing these might be a surprisingly powerful shift. And finally, plant-based milks. They might seem like a safe, allergy-friendly alternative, but for kids with eczema, milks like oats, soy, almonds, and even many coconut milks can cause more harm than good. Why? First, these milks often contain natural chemicals like lectins and phytates, which block nutrient absorption, especially minerals like zinc and calcium, which are crucial for healthy skin. Second, most store-bought brands, even organic ones, are loaded with emulsifiers, gums, stabilizers, and added sugars. These ingredients can irritate the gut lining and throw off the balance of the immune system. And when the gut is irritated, the skin is the first to show it. Even coconut milks, which sound simple, usually have additives unless it's just coconut and water. And so far, there's only one brand I found that keeps it that pure. If your child drinks these often, try removing them for a few weeks and see if the itch calms down. Let's do a quick recap. The top 3 foods to avoid if your child has eczema are: tomatoes, high in natural plant chemicals that trigger inflammation; healthy salad greens like spinach, beet greens, and Swiss chard and kale, packed with oxalates that block key minerals; plant-based milks, often full of additives and anti-nutrients that irritate the gut and skin. Now here's the truth. Most moms don't hear it's not about eating perfectly. It's about understanding how certain healthy foods can silently work against a sensitive already inflamed body. If your child is still flaring with eczema, even with a clean diet, these might be the hidden pieces that are keeping their skin from healing. You don't have to be afraid of food. You just need the clarity to know what helps and what doesn't. And that's why I made a free guide called 7 Days to Itch-Free Skin. It gives you a gentle and clear starting point, the foundation that helped my son finally stop scratching and be itch-free. Click the link below and get the guide. Like this video, subscribe for more tips, and comment clarity if this video helped you.